Good evening, good evening. How everyone doing today? God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Alito Spirits of Mine. I'm here to give you some little news on today. And Marjorie Taylor. We're gonna start with her first. Marjorie Taylor. She's a representative of Congress. She's a congresswoman. She represents Georgia 14th District. You know, Marjorie don't know how to talk to people. Every time you look around, she is arguing with someone. You know, no one. She don't know how to talk to no one, respect them. You know, she had conflict with Jamie Crooked and Dr. Anthony Crooked. You know, and you have to communicate. And then with she had to communicate with the Democrat. You know, you have to come together and concentrate on these bills that you keep denying. You know, and you have to respect Mr. Dr. Anthony Cruz. You know, you didn't want to acknowledge, that he a doctor. You say you're gonna take the doctor off. You know, that's totally disrespectful for your position to disrespect someone title. You know, Jamie, you criticize her appearance, and you disrespect Mr. Dr. Anthony. You didn't want to put the doctor in front of it. You know, you have to be more involved in policies and bills when Democrats bring it to your attention. You know, anything dealing with the American people, you have to take interest in it. You know, you have to be more humble because you have a conflict with pretty much everybody you come across, and you scream from the top of your lungs. And so you have to be more attentive to the policies that be brought to your attention in the bills. You have to be more involved and pay more attention with the bills. You know, you constantly deny bills. You know, I don't know, it's the tension of the conflict that you have with the Democrat, but Democrat and Republican have to work together. Okay. And also to have on the news pretty much every day, Hunter Bennett. You know, so we're gonna talk about his marriages that fell apart after his addiction. You know, no matter what's going on with President Bennett's family, he will stand by his son. And that's what we all do. Well, no matter how grown our kids is, we stand by our son. You know, Hunter Bennett, the president's son, is being tried in federal court for falsely claiming on a gun purchase application that he did not use drugs. You know, they had a testimony of his ex-wife. You know, they stated that during the fall of 2018, when the gun was purchased. Now, Hunter Bennett's former partner described finding his gun. Now, the security video showing that Holly Bennett was throwing his gun into the dumpster. They stated when he purchased the gun and on the application that he did not use drugs, and Hunter denied the charges. You know, so, and we also have Alito, Justice Samuel Alito. You know, he declined to step aside from Trump-related cases over the flag. You know, now Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, he declined on Wednesday to step down aside from two penalty cases related to former President Trump. Now, in January the 6th of 2021, attacks on Capitol following the received news report about continuing with the flags flown at his private property. on his property. That's when they call they call it upside down. So on January 6th, 21, the United States Capitol building in Washington D.C. was attacked by the mob, of the supporters, of then United States former President Trump. 2 months after his defeat in 2020 presidential election, that's when all this had started with the election. That's when all this had started. Now, Susan Sutherland a former law clerk at Samuel Alito, and when he was a judge on the Third Cycle Court, of Appeal. Now, the NBC News had Court of Appeal of O'Donnell to discuss her shocking after learning the flag was then upside down. Now, Alito, this was his former law clerk. You know, the flag was upside down in his house, and why she think, Alito refused himself from the cases. Now he refused to step down, involving, Trump giving his connection in January 6th. So he had some kind of connection January the 6th, with former President Trump. And if you, Alito, are related to former Trump and officiated with January 6th attack on the Capitol, if you related to these cases, Alito Samuel, as a judge, you must dismiss yourself from former Trump cases. You're gonna have to dismiss yourself from former President Trump cases, because they're still investigating what happened January 6th. And so if you was in some kind of connection, with Trump and the supporters, you must step down from Trump cases. Okay. Now, just an update from yesterday. Judge Aileen Cannon. Judge Aileen ripped up the court schedule in the multiple cases in ways that benefit Trump classified document case. And I purchased some other legal questions that have been before her for months. The Judge Cannon, he planning on holding hearings on Trump because she constantly denying Trump, denying the trials, and she not scheduling another trial. So it's always denial. Now, on Wednesday, the Judge Aileen, she had went forward and on the hearing on a gay order request from prosecutors to limit Trump about law enforcement. This was James Smith had brought to her attention about the law enforcement and allowing more time, to hear arguments on the special counsel, issue. Now he brought an emergency gay order to her on Trump, and she didn't even want to discuss it. So kind of had set back on the 21st. So at the same time, she delayed, other hearings. So when she scheduled one, she delayed the other ones, without setting a new date. Now we see she holding trials. Now she was recommended by Trump, for this position for his case. Now we see she holding trials, delay after delay, without scheduling another. Jack Smith, came to Judge Cannon to place a emergency gay order on former President Trump. Now, but she failed to make an offer to discuss the motion, failed to resolve any issue. So we see Judge, Aileen Cannon, she was referred by Trump And so that's why she's not taking this trial serious. That's why she's not taking it serious. She delayed trials and gave orders, and she don't want to discuss or resolve any issue. She's not interested. So Judge Cannon have to schedule these trials early and soon. Place these gay orders as needed. Now we see you referred by Trump, and we don't need no more delay. You have to schedule these trials and move forward. Now resolve any issues dealing with gay orders. Now you must step down from former Trump president case while as needed. Now you must step down from Trump case because he referred you to his case and it's not moving forward. We constantly getting delayed and delayed. So we need the trial to move forward before the election get here. So since you related, since you've been referred by Trump, you should step down from this case. Okay, so that's all the news. That's all the news. We just talk about Judge Aileen Cannon. Delayed, because she was referred by Trump to take this case. And I refer that she stepped down from this case because she's not fully taking it serious because she constantly delaying cases and not rescheduling another trial. And so we also talk about Morgan Taylor, that she constantly have conflict with people and be in the country meeting and being disrespectful. So to Dr. Anthony, she told him she not acknowledge his doctor. She gonna take that off and call him by his name. She totally so disrespectful. She had to be more concerned on these policies and on these bills to try to help the American people. And she have to start communicating with the Democrat and stop denying their bills and policy before she even look at it. So we have to get that in order with Congress because we have policies and we have bills to be put out. And when they got conflict, she gonna keep denying policies and bills when it needs to be looked at. And so we also talk about Hunter Bennett, the former wife, found the gun and on video seeing her throwing it in the trash. And so they stated that he purchased the gun and on the application he said he don't do no drugs. So I don't know if they're going to start taking the guns away, but they're investigating. And I keep in touch with the update. So we also talk about Alito, Samuel Alito, the one with the upside down flag. And he another one been related to Trump in on the attacks on the Capitol in January the 6th. And so he too familiar with the case, and he was a supporter of January the 6th, so I say he should dismiss himself from this case. So that's all I have for you today. I see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a nice day.